Dude. Hold on. All right. So we have the delay on. What's going on? Everyone, my name is DeMuffin Man. I am filling in currently for Mighty Owl as she is playing right now. Today we have a banger of a match between Bobcat eSports Ohio and Rebranded. I am joined here in the booth by 5, 3, 10 other casters now. Like who's all here? Start introducing
Hey guys,
yourself.
I'm Mega Man. We all play for Fireside, but and I play the tank.
Yep. I'm Burger. I'm the DPS player for Fireside, and I'm also a part-time caster. So let's get it.
He's a part-time caster, full-time weeb. It's all good.
All right.
And we're super hyped for this match.
Your stream is not up, bro.
It's on a 2-minute delay, guy.
They just banned Farah and Juno.
Oh, shit, I should really put the bans on there, don't I? It's a great day to be me.
It's okay. So, what do we think of these teams, guys?
Yeah, start doing that while I make this.
Go ahead, Mega.
I asked the question.
Okay, fine. I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I've seen Rebranded. We played them week 1. They're a solid team. I think a contender, definitely a contender to take it all. I haven't seen much of Bobcat Ohio though. Like, I know we haven't gotten the chance to play them or watch any film on them, but I mean they made it this far, so it'll probably be a good match.
So I actually watched the last game against Slipstream, and they surprised me. They played a really good dive, and Slipstream really didn't have an answer to that. So I'm hoping to see if Rebranded has some sort of answer to that.
Who banned Freya?
No one banned Freya. They banned Farah and Juno.
But who banned first, though?
Bobcat eSports.
And they banned who first? Farah?
Farah.
And what did Rebranded do?
Juno.
This is looking good. I hope the stream's gonna pick this up. All right, so
yeah, we're set to.
Yeah, I know we're waiting on the caster, but like, listen, this.
No, we're not waiting on the caster. We're waiting on the lobby a little bit here, setting this up.
All right. So, I do have this right. Oh, what the fudge!
All right, we're good on that. The lobby should be good. We'll wait on to see if they're ready. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, guys.
Can I get all spec though?
Yeah, you did.
What kind of team comps do we think are going to be played on this map, y'all?
I think it's probably good. This is more of a brawl map, right? Generally speaking, for 2 of them at least.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of strong brawl coming out of the side of Rebranded, and Mega, I think you said it best last week. We're not necessarily have seen a lot on Bobcat Ohio. They've kind of flown under everybody's radar, and they're somehow coming here in the top 4. Is it now? In the top last 4 teams available?
Yeah, I would say top 4.
Yeah, they're a top 4 team, top 4 contender. Obviously, we thought we were going to see Slipstream in this kind of spot. We're seeing Bobcat Ohio, and I'm hyped for it. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Let's see what they're going to pick up.
I did something bad.
Uh-oh.
You ended stream?
No, that's not it. I just misplaced something. I need oh my god, just go into the trash. Go into the trash. I need to put the logos in the trash.
Okay. So I think Bobcat's strengths are the dive that they were playing against Slipstream. They really didn't have an answer for it. Slipstream is also more of a brawl comp, so we'll see how that goes. And it looks like they are coming out on that dive that I was talking about earlier, with more of a brawl backline.
Alrighty. And with the stream all set up, how it should be, better or for worse, honestly. And we're kind of seeing the same kind of thing from Rebranded here. They're coming out on that Diva Dive composition. Maybe we're seeing something here. A new look from Rebranded. But
Two Sombra players as well, so we'll see how this goes.
I'd hate to be in this match. I hate Sombra. Let's take. Look, I'm honestly excited to see the Lucio players in this match. Clover and Mighty Owl going head to head. Let's get it on.
Looks like Rebranded has taken map position first.
And one more,
Oh.
one more rep accidentally falls
Okay,
off the
high enough,
teleporter. Keep on swag, finds bad though. Ant slowly falling. Keegs keeping them in the fight. Very good from the tank player. And that's gonna be
Getting
first
the
fight
move.
for, and this is gonna be the first fight for Rebranded.
Just
What
the
do we-
venture left. Getting staggered here a little bit.
Nice.
I think that's a pretty unfortunate way to start a fight. I mean, even with PSI falling off the map, they still made it pretty winnable, which is pretty impressive.
Oh, the Doom's diving in.
Doom's going in, getting the back line, trying to get it all separated. Trying
He
to
has
keep
been hacked.
the hacks come through.
He's holding the front line.
PSI there, finds Doomfist. Looking for anything. Venture goes in, burrows underneath. Clover trying to look for something. The boots could come out at any point. And they're swapping to the hog. I like the hog
switch
pick. I
out.
love
The
the
hog pick. Now,
Don't.
see how they rotate here.
And
Oh,
Mighty.
they're full.
And what a DM from Keegs.
And Suzu.
And a good Suzu from Noah. And the hog is just taking all of this damage. He's not really doing anything. Ando finds Gray.
Clover finds Mighty.
This is a very close fight here. These are two equally matched teams, and oh, they're coming out. See here,
He's chasing down the Moira.
Kerber goes through, finds something more. Hags Diva, no mech. Are we gonna see the bomb come out? No. And I like that scrappiness coming out from Bobcat, Ohio.
Yeah. They're taking point position now.
Yep.
Let's see how this goes.
I like the swap to hog. I feel like maybe it's a comfort pick for them, right? Like that Doomfist, it just gets shut down by the Sombra, and it's hard to really punch too many things on the side of Rebranded. But I think the hog swap is a great swap.
Yeah,
We have both EMPs coming online here, so let's see which one's bigger.
We have 5 ults coming online through the side of Rebranded. Starts it off with Noah's Ark coming in with a big hit too. The copy's on hog. And that EMP comes through. Hits 4!
It's huge.
Hits 4. One more PSI. One more kill, please.
And they take point position
And this
back.
is. And that's going to
what
be
a
a
brute.
fight win. And Mighty Owl farmed the ult charge even though you don't need any more. And what a fight.
Bobcat, Ohio should be setting up to, touch point here.
Bobcat looking to find something, but the EMP could come out huge right now. Herbert trying to find the position to make the most out of this. One more PSI. Oh, he catches him on the rotate!
Oh.
One more PSI caught Kerber on the rotate. Now they're coming into this with no EMP, no fight plan, no nothing. It's a whole hog and a dream for the first point. But keeps on swag. Just taking it down, ripping it from the throat. Rebranded. 1-0 to start off our map. Wow. What a map. What a first
Okay,
what a
I'm
first
just gonna
what
say
a first
this.
round.
Muffin, I didn't know you had that in the bag. You're doing great.
Dude, I'm
let's get back
telling
to
you.
the
That's what I'm saying. Bro, I have a career in casting if this entire player thing doesn't work out.
That was beautiful. Okay, listen. I know we all saw that on stream. That 4-man EMP from PSI. That was crazy.
But it looks like
So now, it looks like they're coming out on brawl comps here. Keeping the Sombra though.
I like to keep it in the Sombra because I feel like, in the moment.
Oh no!
We're swapping it over. We're swapping it over.
2 Maze.
2 Maze.
Kuber is the only one on Sombra now.
Kerber now is going to have to find
sorry.
Gonna have to find something now. He's gonna have to be the big entrance pick making, and that's gonna be a big wall for the side of Bobcat.
Ooh, but
Coming
a half
through.
onto May.
And that's gonna be so much invested in this fight already, and the hack is coming through, maybe?
Ooh.
No, PSI gets picked off early, and now this is the time, if you're Bobcat, to press your foot on the gas. Go forward.
It looks like Frostbite's high charge already here.
Raise Gray went a little too in, has to use the ice block and ice wall to both retreat. Stabilize here on style with Bobcat. Rebranded trying to look for any sort of pick. Clover falls low. We're not seeing much.
Oh, they cut him
Oh,
off.
wait! Oh, the Frostbite goes in. They cut him off a little bit from the tanks.
Oh, they're not.
Oh, but the Ram form, it's just gonna keep on swinging. One more PSI.
Oh, it's a lot. It's going
Keeps
back and
coming
forth.
through. And it's back and forth. A slobber knocker of a fight here. But it's gonna end in the form of a Rebranded win. One more PSI has been getting a lot of crucial picks in this one. He is definitely going to be part of their playmaking team on this one.
Yeah, but Andrew's no slouch either.
And they have been...
Oh, Keeks is pushing
Oh, wait.
in.
The wall's huge from one more PSI. Ram's going to keep coming in with...
A big beat.
And the big beat comes through. Keegsmon is down.
This ends
There,
now.
overclock comes through from Ant, gets
But it's
charged
half
down. Kerber has been electric this fight. Going around.
It's about even right now.
And this is even fighting right now. This is what you want to see if you're Bobcat. You're like, like we can't win every fight, but if we can win like 2 or 3, we're in a good spot.
Bobcat has a combo with a grab coalescence here.
I like this grab here though, and look at what you have on the side of Rebranded. You overcommitted that last fight. Now you're trying to find any sort of advantage you can. You're gonna try and have to force something here. And the window comes out, and that's not enough. And the grab's got 5. It's a 5-man grab with Noah's Ark taking the plummet first.
But they were able to survive that.
And the beat comes out from Mighty Owl just in time for Keegs to come through once more. And
I'm
again,
not sure why the coalescence wasn't committed there, but
I don't know either. Maybe they saw the wall and thought it was a bad idea. And bad gets picked off early. Is not what you want to see for Bobcat Ohio right now.
oh, it looks like these guys are
Oh,
out
but
of
wait, look,
position.
the Keegs is separated.
Crossbush.
He's hacked. He's forced Ram.
Oh, they're walled up, walled back in.
One more PSI, and it's a pause.
Oh, Keegs.
Oh, okay.
Keeks is DC'd here.
Keegs DC's. Oh man, that's rough. I think he was also close to I think he was close to annihilation here. Coming back through though, we're gonna see a lot coming in from Bobcat. And I think Bobcat right now, their biggest problem is that they're not committing when they should be. They have the advantages in these fights. They're just missing that one little burst of energy throughout the mid fight to get them across the line. What do you guys think?
Should have. Yeah, I agree. I think they should have this fight here too, because they have an EMP and a coalescence to keep them going, even with Gray EXE down here with the Blizzard.
Yes,
May.
Yep. Now both Blizzards are going to be online. I think we're going to see PSI probably pop. But this Noah's Ark is already down. This Immort is already gone. We're not going to see that Immort for the rest of the fight. Will that be playing a bigger part in this fight, though? I normally think Immort is like saved for near-death situations.
Agreed.
In that situation, you definitely need to throw the Immort there. But forcing that out early, if you're Bobcat, you are happy about it. Whew, man, I'm all sweaty, and this isn't even my game.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what we would like to see from Bobcat and Rebranded here.
If I'm Rebranded,
Yeah,
I want to see a little bit of a play back to point. I think you should just fall back to point. There's nothing wrong with it. You're down your tank, and it is going to be a very hard fight coming through.
Yeah, I think you pull back to point, look for that Blizzard, see what you can get with that, and kind of try to stabilize until you get your tank back.
Yeah, you just want to stabilize until everything is back. However, if you're Bobcat, I don't see anything wrong with mad dashing a Coalescence EMP right in their head.
Yeah, right now it would be the greatest time. There's 4 of them
Especially
right clumped together,
Mhm.
so you'd get all of them right away here.
Yeah, and what you want to know, and what I would do as soon as that EMP's popped, straight on May, no hesitation. She's going to have the ult the fastest,
Yep.
and you want her gone.
You want both the DPSs out here because Anton Soj could also get their ult coming up here soon too.
And Keegs is back in the game. We are going to probably get this.
Yep, they're starting up again here soon.
This is a good time to ask everybody. Please go and check to make sure the stream's up. Somebody
And
go check.
also,
It's
it's
up,
a good
it's
time
up.
to say like, follow the stream. Okay, we're back.
And there's the Coalescence coming through, but Frostbite's already gone.
And
May is still allowed to live after all of this. And
we're gonna look for a blizzard here.
I think we're seeing shades of Gardens here, Kerber and a EMP in a dream. This EMP, it's got to come up huge. There's no time.
Yeah.
There's no time for a mistake here. You have to be dead ready, and that Icicle's not going to be a friend here. He's going to be in.
Less than 10 seconds left.
10 seconds, and there's the EMP connects 4. That's gonna be May and Ram dead off rip. And it's gonna refrag, but it doesn't matter as Clover will pick up the rest, along with Frostbite, of course.
Well done, well done.
Frostbite. Yes.
All right, let's see how they hold this. We're pushing up.
We're pushing up. Last fight. No Lucio yet. They're coming back though.
This ends now.
Oh, we're
Blizzard be Blizzard, and ooh, wait, no, there's no Blizzard coming out for the side of Rebranded as a Frostbite gets 1 more PSI with the help of Kerber.
Keegs is all by himself on this end, though.
Oh, Keegs all by himself, left alone. That's never what you want in your backline, is a pissed off tank with a lot of room to work. And it's gonna be Rebranded standing their feet in the ground saying, not today. You're not getting on this point. And that's gonna be map 1.
Rebranded.
Rebranded.
Side note, stream is up.
Thank God. Thank God.
Play of the game.
Cinema.
What's up?
Cinema.
Cinema.
Yeah,
Because
no.
we're actually pretty big here.
Dude, I just hold my mic bar. Someone. While they're doing this, I'm going to leave it to my other casters to, discuss stuff. Discuss
Of
the thoughts and
course.
stuff.
All right, Mega Man, go ahead.
I think Rebranded and Bobcat both played a really good game here. I think Bobcat's slight hesitation in making those plays a little bit slower kind of lost them this map here. I think Keegs, 1 more PSI, and the whole team of Rebranded really just are working together a little bit better. Keegs is getting a little bit split off though here, and that's something that Bobcat eSports can take advantage of. So they need to kind of look at what they can do, and like when they have the ults to win the fight, they should really push. When they don't, they should try to play to kind of stabilize and look for some issues that may occur on Rebranded side. Rebranded playing very well. Keegs needs to stay together a little bit with his core because he's getting a little split here. But other than that, I think your DPS, your backline are doing great as well.
I think you're right about that, right? I think Bobcat, maybe there are commitment issues. You can see it like as they play. Like when you're looking at Rebranded, the way that they move, the way that they use their ults, there's no ult dumping. The way that they just move together as a whole, you can see it's a little bit more complete on the side of Rebranded, and maybe Bobcat has something to figure out, whether it's comms or rotations. It's just something that needs to be adjusted if they want to, get a foot back into the door.
I agree. I think it's totally doable. I think they could turn that around and kind of bring it back. So let's see what map is coming up next. It's Bobcat's pick. So let's see what they pick here. And it's going to be Rebranded first ban. So because of the format of this semifinals here, we can pick any map. We just can't repeat the map. And so any type. So there looks like they're gonna do Suravasa here.
Looking at the Suravasa, okay, I like it.
All right.
I wonder what kind of bands they're gonna come out with. From my experience looking back, I don't remember quite what Bobcat Ohio ran on these types of maps against Slipstream, but I think it might have been a dive of some sort.
All right. So what was talked about while I was gone, guys?
We talked about how Bobcat Ohio and Rebranded played that, and maybe what are some of the issues on both ends.
Yup. Okay. As I said during the intermission area that we had that pause for Keeks, Bobcat's issue is simply Bobcat is scared to go back on point and scared to put that pedal to the metal. I feel like, and if I were Bobcat, I'd be afraid too. These guys are definitely not the people that you want to make a mistake against. Like, there are 3 other teams in the tournament you don't want to make mistakes against. Rebranded is one of them. The other's in grands, the other one's in losers finals, awaiting the winner of this match. So, I get why you're scared, but you have to disregard your fear. And
this is a big ban here.
And with the Zarya ban gone, you're wondering, all right, are we going to see Rhine for Rhine here? Are we going to go blow for
we
blow?
could see brawls, yeah.
We could see Rhine for Rhine. We could see Ram for Ram.
Ram. Yeah.
We didn't see Frostbite on it. We could see the Hog come back out again. I did like that Hog. Too. I did like that Hog. I think the Hog was a fun ban.
Is comfortable on the Hog.
Bobcat is hero ban is up.
I think that Hog play on map 1, I feel like it almost seemed a bit more grounded than map 2, right? Like you have a reason to commit, like when you're engaging, and you play off the hooks against that comp. Like it just makes sense why the Hog was played there. But switching over to like Zarya Mei, I feel like the Mei wall is like when you're playing against another Mei, right? It's just a competition of who gets the better wall. But when you wall a Zarya versus walling a Ram, the Zarya just has a bubble or two, but the Ram has block and will 100% survive that wall. Should, on 100%. Paper, of course.
Of course, then there's the times where Mega plays it.
Yup.
Hey, I just need that you guys to
what, break the wall?
Break the wall.
When I see Mega on Ramatra, I be thinking that character has 300 HP, all right? Listen, it's all love, though. It's all love.
Of course. Wait, what was the BO ban?
Oh.
Sojourn.
Soj? Okay. Frick. I can spell Sojourn, right? Wait, I spelled it. Wait, Sojourn.
Just do Soj.
No, I'm going to spell it correctly.
Sojourn, bro.
Hey, yo, I spelled it right. Let's go.
All right.
I think we're definitely gonna see a double brawl. Just as a game sense player myself, I can sense it. It's gonna be a double brawl, man. It's gonna be double Ram or some.
Oh,
and I'm wrong. All right. And I'm just wrong, bro. Yep. And I'm muted. Thank you.
And with Burger's bold prediction being absolutely flawed within 10 seconds. I was also expecting a double brawl here, but hey, I mean, dive works on this map.
I think dive does make sense because Rebranded did play dive against us. So that is the thing.
Oh, leaks.
Hey, yo, stop the leak.
Leaks.
Yo, we got a mole.
Yo, how much they paying you, man?
Yeah, exactly. All
All
right,
right, so we got
I'm not
Kerber
seeing
back
Gray.
on the Sombra here.
I don't think Gray's staying on this sim.
If my eyes are correct,
he
is
is.
that
What?
a Symmetra?
Oh,
We're seeing a
Frostbite goes
Symmetra
in
with
trying to
that
get a pick, but misses.
I'm
Tracer is
bamboozled.
hacked though, behind.
Okay, Clover is low already off rip. And Kerber's getting sneaked out by Ant.
The flashpoint
And
is
Gray
unlocked.
is going to fall too low, getting too close to the sun, trying to follow some sort of lead.
No, it looks like they're trying to punish
Noah's
Noah
though
there.
down. This could be a very big opening on the side for Bobcat. But
Both
it's
tanks.
not. It's not.
I think that
Rebranded
the
takes
hardest
point.
issue that Bobcat will have this map with this comp that they're playing right now is who is gonna challenge the Freya. You don't have a like designated challenger to the Freya. This Freya is just gonna have height. There's just too much mobility. I think
It's
the
also-
sim, it's a pick for sure. I like it though.
It's also going to be
Yeah,
hard for them to dive
Side-
anything unless
yeah.
they get a good hack off.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send your Diva, or you're gonna have to send your Doom to keep challenging this, but Doom has to kill squishies every time. You got Gray here. He's trying to,
Test point.
test the point, but how long can that last? And especially with Frostbite going down early and bad following.
And bad dying.
And this is not.
No.
Yeah, this is not the map here. There's got to be something going back to the drawing board, and
Oh, we're switching to a Winston now from
This will-
Frostbite.
and this is something that we talked about. This is something that can help with that Freya that's just poking around doing what she does, and this is easier to deal with that.
It might be a
But-
little too late here because Rebranded has 3 ults online and 1 more coming up.
Well, the ult fight matters, but it doesn't in the end as long as you plan it correctly.
Well, that's
But
punishable.
yeah.
Clover does have beat to kind of sustain
Clover
maybe
can.
one of these things.
I think you beat. I think you want to hold up, if anything. And Frostbite looking kind of lost here in the sauce. As one more PSI finds another opening pick, and oh no, the boop
The
from
boop.
Kings! The boop from Kings!
Like we saw it, and like we saw it on point 1, and I've stressed it once and I'll stress it again. It's who is gonna challenge PSI, right? He's just sitting on any angle that he wants to and just firing down on this team.
Yeah, and the other thing is, it's like if you do. Oh, Keys is hacked. Keys is hacked, going fall low. He might need a remech here. Nope, gonna just choose to run away. Gonna get out alive. The overbeat comes in aggressively, might I add. And the Kitsune
have
comes back from Noah.
They hacked Mighty. Mighty has speed, and Mighty's low.
And Mighty's low. Keegs gets 2 with
Mighty-
baby. 2 baby Diva kills.
Oh, big EMP.
The EMP is spewed while 2 are down. On the side of Rebranded,
Kerber's down
Frostbite.
2 now. But Keeks
Bad,
is 1.
trying to stay alive here. Bad,
just winnable
trying
here.
his best to stay alive, and no, it just doesn't work out. And Frostbite is having to run away yet again. And oh no, Gray!
No. Oh.
Get us off this map. I can't watch any more people go into that pit. I can't.
One more round here for Rebranded.
You only need one more point to be rebranded here, and honestly, I mean, is it a... What's the...
Bobcat, Ohio has to try something different. We're switching to the Hog and Soldier.
We see the Soldier. Is this the answer to PSI?
It could be,
that's-
or it could just be a throw to get him off of this map.
They're taking the wide angle here. I'm not sure why. They
Taking
get
the wide.
booped.
They are going to take the wide. Again, after you're playing with ledges the last time around, I wouldn't do that, but hey, go for it. Hey, man. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, Kerber switches to the Reaper too here.
This is going to be very interesting, but now you will leave the Tracer unanswered, which Ant has been a threat in this game. Getting out cooldown so yes, I can get to work. Ant, though, falls low, has to use a recall.
Ant is harassing the backline here. Frostbite
And
can get it.
Kerber
And
not
Mighty.
gonna respect PSI another time, and that's gonna be a very
I
hard
think
thing to do.
Frostbite is kind of looking at the back line a little bit too much there.
Oh yeah, no, this is. I know you. I think you need a brig here. I think that's the solution here if you're
Kind of
Bobcat
getting a
is
little
the brig.
bullied here. Okay.
Help with that backline presence and everything.
I think that's very true, right? You have
Yeah.
Kiri and Juno, so it's like who is peeling for the backline? Like at least for the supports, right? Like Lucio and Kiri on the side of Rebranded works because Lucio has a boop, can wall ride around and
And-
peel better
yeah.
than a Juno or a Kiri could.
Or if your Kiri's in trouble, she'll just TP to Lucio, because he'll be in a safe spot. And that's it. That's all. Like, there's no real cover
Ohio
here.
is walking in here a little spread.
And wow, and Frostbite's on point already. Dad's kind of right behind him. Kerber
Oh,
gets picked
Kerber
off
goes
by
down.
Ant again. And
Keeks
Ant,
is
there's
down.
another one. Keeks out of mech, has a bomb though. And we're gonna see him. Oh, and there's the whole hog from Frostbite, and it's gonna get
The
ult. Oh, and it's just a very lost fight.
wow.
Well, so Lijiang, it looked close. Like, the scoreline didn't do it justice, but it looked close. This is just wow. I don't know how to say it. It looked very one-sided the whole time, and it didn't look any sort of different anywhere in the point.
It looked like Rebranded was way more in sync and kind of on the same page here, entering these fights and cleaning up kills than Bobcat Ohio was. They seemed a little disorganized and kind of all over the place. Maybe they had their own ideas on what they wanted to do, but it seemed like the communication wasn't there.
I think that's very true. And I don't know if we were watching the same game on the side of Rebranded, you see Mighty and Ant just on flanks, like together.
Yes.
And they are just challenging Kerber and Gray, and they are putting so much pressure. Just those two alone are just putting so much pressure on backline and other like off angles. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
mostly challenging the back line with Bad and Clover, and there's they're distracting him enough to get the picks that one more PSI needs, and that's all you guys got to do, and you're winning the fights.
And this one is a 3-point, right? This is a 3-point.
Yes, it's a
I
three,
believe so.
First to three. First to
First
three.
to 3. Well, it is match point now, and Bobcat, if you're listening, you gotta find something in the bag here. Maybe, I don't know. You gotta find something here. PSI sitting on angles for free. Ant's allowed to free roam in your back line. Keegs is allowed to dive whenever Keegs wants to, really. And Mighty Owl and Noah's, they can just kind of relax easy. They just need to start they just listen to the call of their take saying, I'm going in. And that's a beautiful day for a support player. Whenever we don't have to call anything, we just have to be there and be like, okay, yes, tank. Whenever
So
you're
it's Bobcat's point or map selection here. Any map, except for, I guess, Control
Yep.
or Flashpoint. So what do you think they should pick here?
If I am Bobcat, I think I might go with a hybrid, maybe. Maybe you go with a hybrid. Maybe you go with a payload. The reason I say that, you can play very pokey on those kinds of maps, and I feel like they might be a poke team a little bit. Or they at least will be better suited to run those dives that they really want to with the Doomfist. Because it feels like that's what they're wanting to do right now. They really want to get in there with the Doomfist and just start like insta-killing the backline. And I feel like, especially on payload maps, you can just get that done.
I think you're right about that, you know. I mean, these comps, they're not necessarily like bad comps by any means, right? Like with that last like fight that we saw on point 3, that comp can work on maybe a different game mode, right? Like you were saying, like hybrid or escort, where the objective is more pokey and poke becomes a lot stronger on those set points because the objective has to move towards your poke or your poke applies pressure both ways.
Yeah.
Could be the case.
We could.
Maybe something because Bobcat Ohio really likes the dive. Maybe something that kind of suits their dive as
hold on,
well
wait,
could
can I
be
see
okay.
the? Wait, hold on. I'm so prepared. Let me see the
See, what are you looking at? The
I'm trying to find the map pool. I forget that.
it's in rule book.
It's in the rule book. I don't have time to look at the rule book.
No, it's not in the rule book. It's in the rule book thread.
I have,
Ooh.
or it's also in our
Ooh.
scrim code VODs, or like in our scrims.
Leaks.
I'm checking
So-
our literal coaching
The
sheet.
hybrid wise, I would
Leaks.
suggest maybe New Bonnie or Hollywood.
I was gonna say if it's in the cards, you might want to even take them to like a new Queen Street, but it's not in the pool, so SOL kind of there. If you really want to play the poke, you go to Junkertown. If you really want to play the dive, Root, Rialto, Hollywood, New Bonnie.
We got
probably
Blizzard
the...
World. We've
We
got
got
Blizzard
Blizzard
World.
Why?
Hold. Now, if you're picking Blizzard World,
The
and
poke still works here.
Yeah, the poke
it
works.
does, but Rebranded's dive is strong. They have a strong dive, and
I mean, yeah, that's
first
true
point,
as well.
second point, dive is really strong on first and second on Blizzard World.
But
I agree.
Yeah, they might be looking for the long play here. I like the idea of Blizzard. I did shame it at first, like 10 seconds ago, but I do kind of like the Blizzard World pick because like it kind of disrupts that dive that they were trying to set up a little bit because it's not like bad by any means on Blizzard World, but
So-
it's not as strong as like the other two maps where it's completely
Rebranded bans the Roadhog.
the road away, and that is that's gotta be a bullet.
So let's see what Bobcat Ohio bans. But I did think about this one right now. They banned Zarya last map, and maybe that was what they were trying to use, Bobcat Ohio, to win that. And because they couldn't play it, they had to kind of change the plays
Yeah,
on
I
the
would-
fly.
I
You know,
might
look
have.
into the playbook.
Yeah, I might have. In that case, I mean, I would have probably gone to escort at that point.
That's very true, right? That Zarya ban that must have hurt because they ran Zarya map 1, and I feel like Zarya against the comp that Rebranded just played, I feel like that's a strong pick against that comp.
Yeah,
Especially
And
against
without
a Judo.
that, like what are you really going for?
yeah. I
For
feel
sure.
like I feel especially here. I think the Zarya could work a lot better. Just playing a little bit, and I think if we've seen this a little bit, Bobcat likes to be aggressive. I mean, the sim plays with the Doomfist is a little wacky and unorthodox, but it gets the job done.
It looks like
Oh, there
we're
we go.
getting a 5-minute pause.
We're getting a 5-minute pause talking about just looks like they're just wanting a little extra time to strategize, maybe get a bio break. I mean, we've taken very long bio breaks before, trying to
And
mount a reverse sweep, and I
but
feel like they've
Bobcat
been
Ohio, it looks like they banned Lucio here.
and they're banning Lucio. So there is
Since we're on a 5-minute break, right? Let's do a little icebreaker, guys. What's your favorite cleaning item in a household? Does anyone want to go first? Because I'll go first.
I'll
if you
go
guys would
first.
Like. Uh-huh.
I like Tide Pod. Could they take good?
Okay. I'll go next. My favorite cleaning item is a broom. Okay, and you might ask me why it's
I
a
swear to
broom, right?
God, you better
And-
not throw shade on the stream.
I-
I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God, you bring anything up about sweeping people, I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
No. I just like to, when there's dust, I just sweep it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it's a great
Note, chat,
cleaning item.
Note, chat. He was so about to go off on LD.
No, never. I have
him with that
respect for those
backstroke.
guys. I have respect for
The-
those guys.
And with the backstroke, called that a reverse sweep.
Yeah. Listen, all right. That was a little off topic, but I think this map it might be tighter.
I think it could be.
I think if you're Bobcat, maybe we ban. Oh, they banned Lucio. Never mind.
yeah, I
Just
was
call
about
me a
to say-
damn fool.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
will.
pretty good. You get Mighty Owl off that Lucio, and Mighty Owl's a strong Lucio player, so we could see a little bit slower gameplay from Rebranded.
Yeah, so it might make it harder for them to dive and easier for Bobcat Ohio to dive them back here. Especially if they run something that can't really peel. I mean, you still have Brig and probably have that in the bag, but other than that, it might be a little difficult. So Brig still could be their dive target, especially when they're running a Sombra.
God, Mega Man, you are just spitting today. You know that?
No, thank you, thank
Listen,
you.
I think we got a sub as well. We've got Robot Slayer in for Gray. I'm not entirely sure what Robot Slayer plays, but maybe this is the turn point.
Oh, Robot Slayer is gonna play tank for the team.
Okay? And
And
Frostbite
Frostbite.
switching over to DPS. Okay.
Oh, interesting. They know that they have to change it up for them to win this. So let's see what they can do.
All right.
I wonder what Frostbite plays?
Well, they can't play the hog anymore.
Well,
So
no,
let's-
Frostbite is switching over to DPS.
Oh, wow. Who is on tank now?
It will be Robo. Robo on
Ro-
tank. Frostbite swapping to the DPS.
Robot
Who-
Slayer.
So Robot Slayer's
Frostbite.
coming in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we get a little bit of a check on that guy? Somebody
Frostbite
take
is turning. Frostbite is turning on the aimbot, and Robo Slayer seems to be a Ram player, if I'm not
Ram,
mistaken.
Orisa.
So
We
this
got the
is
brawl
okay.
coming
all
out,
right.
I
So
think.
I feel like Frostbite, and I'm not gonna say this with any sort of disrespect. Frostbite plays the fun tanks.
Oh,
You know, we see
okay.
the Doomfist, we
Fair.
have the Roadhog, we have the Zarya coming out of him, and then we see Robot Slayer coming in. He's just like, I play Ram, I play Orisa. He plays like the boring tanks that you don't really want to play, but they're good at the game. So those tanks are good in their own role. So we got the funny off meta guy, and we got the really big meta guy. So I like the balance here, and I think at this moment you kind of want the meta guy coming in, especially on a map like Blizzard World.
I wonder how this changes their comps and their comms. I wonder what they're gonna roll out here. If we're leaning towards more of a brawl, which is kind of unorthodox for Blizzard World, because it's usually a dive or a poke. At least from what I've seen. A brawl might be a little interesting. Maybe they play their Orisa and try to
Alright, so
poke some
Gray
things
is
out.
So Gray is coming out. We're not going to see a lot of that projectile anymore. Kerber is still in. I feel like we're going to still see the Sombra. Call me crazy if you want. I feel like this Sombra's coming out again.
You may or may not be crazy. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, no.
It's
not like
really going to be
I'm not
up
gonna
to
call
Rebranded.
I'm not gonna make a burger prediction and get it wrong immediately.
Make another prediction. You want me to guess the comps right now? Here we go.
Yeah,
Here we
sure,
go.
guess the
Who's on
comp.
attack? Who's on defense? Go ahead. Let me know.
Oh, we don't know that yet. We should
No.
ask that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
Bobcat on
Bobcat's gonna
defense. Bobcat on defense. They
Okay.
will, and on Gold's life, they will play.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
They will play Ramatra. On defense for Bobcat, they will play. It's either Queen or Orisa.
Okay, we're going in.
And for rebranded, attack is Diva, and defense
is also Diva.
is also
Yeah.
Diva. Probably Diva.
Keeg's the Diva demon right now, bro.
Initiating
All right.
match.
We got 25 seconds, so get your RIP golds ready in chat if I'm totally wrong, but here we go. I mean,
Can we get an RIP for our man Gold over here?
I kind of get the idea of subbing a player in and out, right? Like you're this far back in a series, you might as well pull out all your stops while you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah,
Get this guy
you
some playtime, right?
Yeah,
Come on, get this guy some playtime.
I've
You
definitely
gotta-
done this before. I brought in a fresh tank to get a new start in a O2 series when we started O2 back. came back to reverse sweep the entire thing. And,
Okay,
And
we're
we're
gonna be on
rolling out on the
Zarya.
Zarya.
and you're just wrong, bro.
And Ash and a May. So we got a brawl spam here type of thing. And on Rebranded side, we got the Monkey, not the Diva this time. And it's still a dive though. With one more PSI on Sombra. Oh no, Freya now. And on Genji, Mighty on Anna, and Noah on Brig.
Bro,
I
did
like
you-
this rebranded comp. Right? I mean, it's looking a little bit similar to what we play,
Yeah.
Leaks, but
You could
I
just
mean-
like say it's a good looking comp and you could just leave it there. But
All right,
let's
let's-
get into the business.
yeah.
We are seeing this Brigitte and on a backline from both teams, which I'm super excited for. We're gonna finally see an answer in the backline to these flankers like Ant, who have just been putting a thorn in the side of
Keegs goes
Bobcat, Ohio.
Trying to look for something here, but he's all
Keegs
by himself.
is low already, and he's not just making it out alive. Finally, we're gonna see some rotate getting onto Keegs. Keegs comes back onto the high ground. Robo Slayer looking low.
Frostbite walks too far forward.
Oh, Frostbite, no. You're not on tank anymore, dude. And Rebranded is taking full control of this site. They have all the angles they could ever want and need. And Robo Slayer.
trying to get a pick here, trying to
Trying to
burn
get
people
anything.
down.
PSI.
That high charge,
man.
but
PSI is just being a menace once again. PSI, calm down, bro. That's
So
not
we
the
saw that initial fight, right? You see the positioning of Bobcat. They give up a lot of space, maybe for the idea of that if we fight this dive comp on the ground, maybe we'll win. But the problem with that is that you give up so much space is that basically you only have really one fight, right? There's no chance to poke, there's no chance to scout.
Yeah.
And it's
That he gave up so much of point progress right before that happened. Oh, and we're gonna see the critical seeing crit bodies through walls from Freya Perk. And a good bubble there from Robo Slayer on Frostbite. And
Frostbite did get the kill on Ant. Ant's just coming back down.
we are going to see ult online here from the side of Rebranded coming through. And we
Bobcat
might see a
eSports is
nano
kind of
blade
spread
soon.
apart here.
Yep, their Herber goes down.
Moving up a little bit.
Dad's
Freya
going
low.
down. Frey got low, but that doesn't really matter whenever Keegs is in the
huge
back
nano- a
line.
huge nade.
Huge nade, huge nano. Mighty Owl. Let her shine on that, on a pick.
what a sleep from Mighty Owl. I mean, you can see it. PSI farmed. I'm pretty sure that was a bola in less than 60
You
seconds.
see
No
the-
glaze, but I mean they're
Oh, we're
just building
coming out
ults
on
incredibly
the-
fast.
We're gonna see the Queen now come out. And there's the nade comes through. Big
Oh,
nade!
huge nade.
He's gonna
Nade.
get both supports. Keegs is gonna
can't-
primal
Keegs
blade
can't get a
probably,
kill
and
here.
Herbert
Oh, he just gets mad.
misses sleep guard, but that's okay.
And Ant taps off
He
the
is-
blade.
Ant's gonna pop blade. I don't think they need this blade. I think you won the fight without it. That might
I
have
don't
been
know if the rally was needed either.
that rally was definitely not needed there, but you definitely don't want to take your.
Oh, we're swapping. We're swapping.
we're swapping
We're
again.
swapped over to the Juno.
I don't know, man. This is all a big risk to me. 4 minutes and change in the time bank of Rebranded.
Oh, we're trying to take a poke angle. here.
Ohio needs something
Trying to
here. Needs
separate
some sort of
Oh, very low.
a pick on the PSI would do more than enough, but Keegs is still back there on the back line causing havoc. By the way, what happened to his internet? Did they just fix it or something?
I think
Maybe
he got
moved back home or something.
Yeah, moved
He
back
got a
home.
better PC
Oh, and
setup.
Robo Slayer and Teed got the Suzu though, so they're gonna
Almost
be
there trying to keep space,
fine,
but
and
they can't. Keeks is in their backline right now with Ant.
Keegs and Ant running around this back line. We've seen it all game. PSI running
Nade
in a
onto
little
the
bit.
tanks again.
This is just Robo
up
Slayer trying to hold on.
Keegs and Ant are just running circles around this backline right now. There's no answer for them.
And we're gonna potentially get 3 and change here. No, wait, maybe not. The Kitsu comes out from bad, comes through. PSI down, but that's not gonna. But you're still missing a pick if you're on the side of Ohio. You need.
And we invested in Nano here.
We're investing Nano here. To no avail, really. Keegs back here, gets bad on the recontest. Ant though falls low, gets a pack. The blade is popped. We're looking for picks, but he's about. And Frostbite killed off of Wraith form. We need more picks though. This queen needs to go down. Goes down in a timely fashion. Bad comes back just to die again. And it's looking real good for Rebranded.
That was a huge queen ult there. Trying to convert that over.
Yeah, and in that point, if you are Bobcat Ohio eSports, you just need to try and find a way to convert that fight. It's a real hard one to convert.
I think Bobcat
as well.
Ohio's, like you guys said, is giving up too much space, letting Rebranded kind of control the fights, control the tempo, and control where they path. Bobcat Ohio needs to try to slow them down, stuff them in chokes, just try to play their game.
I would like to give a quick shout out to Mighty Owl, not only for letting us cast tonight, but for also, they've been on Lucy all night. And they get the one chance to play their main, and oh my god, does it show that Mighty Owl is super comfortable on this Ana pick.
The nades are huge.
The nades are huge. The
great.
Nano's huge. The peel that she is getting on the Ana is also huge. Noah's Arc is doing a fantastic job making sure his Ana is cared for.
Looks like Rebranded playing this up here.
We have a Bobcat pharmacy. This could be very interesting. This could be very interesting.
Hey, are they
I
in
am
the
a
Fireside
far
play?
enjoyer.
Wait,
I'm a far enjoyer. They've been watching Fireside film. I get it. So I like the rollout.
I like the rollout here, but I think it's a crutch, and especially hey, Ant might hit some shots here. And we are going to see. I'm going to spectate Frostbite. I need to see this for myself. Rock's already out.
That's already low.
First the high ground, and ooh, not what you want to see. Are we going to see a res come in through though from Bad? No, we won't. Oh, we might not. We might not. Well, that's going to be a big delay of fun for Bobcat, and Kerber goes down as well. You need to get that high ground. You need to get Sig off of it. You need him
switching
gone.
to the Widow. A Widow pick right now. Off the Pharah.
Surely this can't go over too well, right? And Caster's Curse. And yep.
I like the initial Pharah run. You know, you give it one try. But do I like it? Am I lying to myself? Yes, I am lying to myself. Because
What do you like?
listen,
eSports has to back up and just reset right now.
They need to reset.
They can't waste any more time.
They have the Valkyrie coming in this next fight, but Keys has the Gravitic Flux. I'd rather have a Gravitic Flux than a Valkyrie at any point in my life.
Well, Rebranded's coming up on almost 4 ults here.
Yeah, they're coming up on a lot here. Only one you're not going to have is Rally, and honestly, there's nothing you really need Rally to sustain for. You don't need the Rally at this point, so I think this is a very good job. And Bad loses Val to swap over to the Moira here. You need to get that high ground eventually.
I think Bobcat is also just having like an identity crisis, right? It's like, what comp are we playing? Like, what is the game plan?
Oh wait,
you see
big rush over onto the point. Herber's teleporter gets through.
Flux is used.
Flux is used, and Bola's used.
Bola's used.
And there's so many ults used. And we're just seeing a very big, I agree with Burger. This is an identity crisis. We've seen 5 different swaps. We're just swapping the whole comp.
I think Rebranded kind of used too many ults there.
That was an expensive fight.
Yeah, that was an expensive fight, but you have Rally. But you have Rally almost online, I think, a little bit. I think you're probably going to charge at this fight if you're Noah. And you have the nano, and that's going to be the difference maker here. Slap that on a DPS target, like one more PSI, and that's just one more fight win to victory, my friend.
Robo is getting close to the grab.
Robo is definitely going to get this grab. But the grab needs to be big. It needs to command everything. Noah's allowed to sit free. The nano is out on...
Noah's on high ground for free, just standing there.
Sigma. Noah's sitting there for free.
Kerber gets mighty.
And there's a bunch of trading going on in the back lines, and that's going to be a very expensive fight here. You're trying to probably just build your ultimates if you are on the side of Bobcat, and there's a lot that needs to be happening here.
30 seconds.
I missed it, but Mighty did use out Nano there.
Yep, and you're going to have another Bola. You're going to have another rally. If you're lucky, you might have a Kitsu, maybe a Death Blossom here. These are going to be big ultimates coming through. Clover, though, on the entry is not going to be what you want to see here. There's a grab gets eaten by Kings! Kings, you animal!
A huge nade, too.
Kings! What are...
And they don't touch.
And they can't touch. And that is the rebranded
C9 to cap it off.
Oh,
wow.
no. Kings, you animal.
GG. Cinema.
Mr.
Keegs
All-Star of
swag.
Blizzard.
Should we ask
Keegs
Rebranded if they want anybody to...
Ooh, interview?
Question?
Yeah, wait, I got you.
You are not going to ask any questions. You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
What's your favorite household cleaning item?
I'm not allowing you to ask that question.
All right, so let's while they're trying to figure that out, let's see if we can think about who the MVP is on both sides here.
Let's start with Bobcat, because I think Bobcat, they had a very good showing, despite...
hi, Keeg.
What's up?
Hi. Hey, squad.
Oh,
we got...
Keegs is in
wait,
we start with the interview.
Oh, we're going to start with the interview? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just fuck my plans.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's okay. Mighty sent Keegs.
So, Keegs.
Yeah, I know how this works, Mega. As you said, I've gotten interviewed the most times. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Keegs, you're going to say your name, your team, and your role for the team. And then we're going to ask you a bunch of personal questions.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, guys. I'm Keegs. I play for Rebranded, and I'm the tank player. I eat grabs. That's what I do.
Good. Yeah. Trust me, we popped off for that grab eat. One of us did at least.
Hell yeah.
We did.
Yeah, there was a pop off here. So first of all, what was the mindset kind of going into this game? What did you have planned out? Was there anything that you were worried about going into this game? Just give us a little bit of insight.
So to be honest, we played the other Ohio team, like Ohio Bobcat eSports, last week. So this is like back-to-back match, just it's how it played out, right? And so we thought that some of the players would be pretty similar. I think there was one or two, maybe I'm tripping. But we kind of knew what we were getting into just because of that. So our whole plan was just like play the game that we know. We're not gonna be too stressed about them, and we knew we'd come out on top.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about the bans we saw coming out from you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What was the thought process behind some of those?
So the first ban we went for was the Juno ban at the start. And Juno ban's just one of our opening bans because we weren't sure what they were going to play. And we knew we weren't going to play much Juno. Like, we play Juno occasionally, but we don't play it that much. So Juno's usually a pretty comfortable ban at the start for us. And then after that, the ban process was just like, okay, they're playing these tanks, and our comps are usually built around our tank hero pick. So it's just kind of like protect banning for tank was the idea.
Nice. I like the... I do also like the idea of just protect banning, because some people just don't think about that, you know? And it's such a worthwhile ban to just, like, protect something. Like, I remember during some of our maps, we definitely banned certain, like, random DPS characters because we wanted to keep our DPSs happy for the most part.
Nice and happy.
Yeah.
Don't want them rioting.
Yeah. Burger riots all the time, but we just kind of ignore it when it happens.
All right.
Burger, speaking, would have ask questions.
Yes. Yeah. I thought you were asking other questions, bro. Just keep asking them, man.
Nah, I've been there. I've been there.
Okay. So obviously the mentality probably, you know, as we talked about going into this, you kind of knew what you were getting into. You played the other Bobcat team. There wasn't really much of a different game plan going into this game. But did they surprise you on any turn going into this match?
So, whipping out the Doom at the very start kind of threw me off because, like, nobody in this SR plays Doom, like, at all. And, like, if they do, they're Doom one tricks. And so that threw me off a lot. And then after that, it was kind of like there was like a hog pick that threw me off. Like it's not that they're bad picks, it's that they're weird picks. I don't play against those any like ever. So I guess that threw me off is just like the hero selections a lot of the time. But I was pretty locked in with like anything like any plans they had with those heroes, so it wasn't hard to adapt to them.
Alrighty.
I
I had
got
a question.
one.
Okay, go ahead.
I got
Fine-
one.
finally.
Listen.
My goat.
We saw last series. I didn't see it, but you guys won against other Bobcat. You 3-0 this series.
Yeah.
What is your plan on how you plan to go head to head with LD?
Oh, you
Okay.
took my question.
So
You're
I'm
no
sure
longer allowed to have a question, Mega.
I'm sure LD Final Stand are in the chat watching. But here's my experience, right? And usually I make the calls for most of the team. So in my experience, we played LD Final Stand 2 times. Once at like towards the beginning of the season, and we were winning that series like pretty comfortably, but we got reverse swept at the beginning of the series or at the season, right?
Yeah.
And it's because they whipped out this ball comp, and like none of us were able to adapt. We played it super terribly. I was overextending. I left my entire team alone the entire time, and none of them survived a dive even one time. And so we lost. We got reverse swept. And so the whole plan in our first playoffs match, when we played in the upper bracket, was like, okay, we just have to figure out how to beat ball comp, and then we're good. And I think we did pretty well. We have a pretty good diva comp crafted that just we beat them. We beat them. We feel good in it. It's like kind of close, but we're winning. We're winning every time consistently in that matchup.
Yes.
And then they started whipping out other comps. Like we played a Coliseum match against them, and they played Queen, and we were expecting ball, and I don't think we won a fight. I'm gonna be real. But it's so weird. So I think the plan is we're still gonna expect the ball comp because I think like we found a way to beat it, but I'm sure they're leveling up their game plans because it's been a few weeks, and I'm sure they'll be playing even better. And I think, but the plan is still beat that, and then we just have to play Overwatch against the other comps, and theoretically, we win. Theoretically, we win. Right now, we're 0-2 against LD Final Stand, but this is the most important match, right? It's for all the marbles, and I think this is the one we win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the confidence
that.
coming out of that.
And I like that you guys have a plan, and I've been thinking about what you guys are gonna do.
Yeah. Do you want to ask a question? Because I have another one on standby.
Yeah, okay, you go for your questions, man. I had that, and now it's
You
gone.
have your
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I stole this fucking question.
No, stop,
yeah,
stop,
bro.
stop it, Burger. All right, so Keegs, so we saw the pause at the beginning of the series, and
Yeah.
we remember the pauses during the pre-match screen.
All right, you want me to explain?
Yeah,
Like
I
not
see-
all the
yeah,
answers.
Like, did that affect your mental at all going into the game?
So it affected my mental a little bit in the warm-up scrim, but in the match we had the answers. So, fun fact: I play from a PC cafe. That's going to be changing in June, but for right now, I play from a PC cafe, and I have been the entire season. And so there was this weird problem, where it's like with the specific like GPUs that they use here, they had a graphics driver update, and it made everything crash, and I kept fucking crashing. And so I tried multiple different computers, and then they finally figured it out and then rolled it back. And so after the last crash, I was like, okay, I knew I'm good. So we stopped stressing, and we locked in.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
All right, definitely.
Yeah, quirky problem.
I was about to say, like,
Quirky.
this is a kooky, quirky problem that, I mean, I probably would get tilted at my own team for that.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
offense to you guys, but like I would be pissed.
I'm sure my
Bring
team
us up.
fucking hated me after the second one.
Dude,
They're like, oh
I
my
remember
gosh.
the one in the I remember one in the practice script going in, and I was like, I just bashed you, and you just like died. I was like, guys, I
Dude,
bashed him
the-
out of the servers.
The funny one to me is you guys asked me about it, right? Like you talked about it and I responded in like chat, right? And then it crashed again as I responded. It's like, bro.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh
said
my
I was gonna
goodness.
do it again, and you were like, "Yeah, don't worry, it's not gonna happen."
Yeah.
And then it just happened again.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Do you? I'm gonna ask you actually a little bit because I feel like that's a appropriate question.
Yeah.
Do you have an MVP for your team? Do you think there was one person that stood out amongst the rest?
Well, I have a bunch of kings and queens on my team. I
Yes.
think if I had to give it to a one, it'd probably be my boy Ant.
You're talking to him.
I won't be able to do it without him. That guy's the
And
goat.
yeah,
Yeah, you
He's
guys
on-
on the dives, it was really good.
well, especially on that dude. You guys looked in sync at some points. It was crazy. It's like you guys never left each other's side.
Yeah, he's my king. He's my king.
Yeah, my king is technically a burger, but I'm not allowed to say that on stream because of copyright reasons.
That's,
Oh,
you know,
I have
get it.
other kings and queens out there that I can't know that I have a side piece like burger.
No, I get it. I
Come
get it.
on,
I've been there. I've
bro.
been there actually. No, I get
Oh
you.
my god.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no,
We're this far in the tournament, and I'm this guy's second choice, bro. That's so crazy.
Dude, what can I say,
Yeah.
bro? I was a collegiate player, bro.
Oh man.
I was a
So
collegiate.
fake.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, Keegs, do you guys have any more questions?
Yeah, I just had one thing.
Thank
Is there
God.
anything you wanna say to your team or anybody
Shout out my
moving
team.
forward?
I appreciate all my teammates for putting up with all my bullshit throughout the entire season. I know I'll be testing them sometimes. And also, you know, a big like, look out, LD Final Stand. We're coming next
Ooh.
week. We're coming next week.
Ooh, chills went down my
So,
spine
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, and I'm pretty sure we might be able to cast next week too again, bro. Banger.
Well, it depends on the
Oh,
day.
and then
Banger.
also, no one in the stream is gonna get this, but you guys have to go back and look at Suravasa, from the warm up scrim, and watch Gold like almost lose to me when I'm in Baby Diva in a duel. At the
No,
end of
I
the
was
game.
we-
spectating him. I was
we had a
spectating
long
him.
talk
I
you
was
two about
spectating him,
that.
bro.
Yeah, you
I was
gotta
spectating him,
go
bro.
watch Gold almost lose that because
Yeah.
I almost cried for him. It was almost
Dude,
bad.
Yeah,
But-
no, Gold's here actually. He's chosen
Yeah.
not to speak.
Oh, well, hey Gold, hey Gold.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
sure
You were
it doesn't happen normally, but
piecing
No,
him
it
up.
does. No, he does.
see, I only make fun of him because he's the goat at Genji. That's the only reason.
You give him too much praise.
Respectful. He
respectful.
ain't that good. He ain't that good. But you know, I appreciate it. We
yeah,
appreciate it.
we appreciate it.
We
We
appreciate
appreciate
it,
it.
bro.
We
Okay.
appreciate that you don't bully our DPS. We appreciate but no, you guys have had a wonderful season. I cannot wait to see more of it next week. Hopefully,
yeah.
maybe we can get this casted again. Maybe we can run it back with the casting job.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Maybe there's a broom involved. What do you think, Burger?
Yeah. Ooh. For the final question. All right. Keeg,
No,
if
one
you
more,
had
huh?
to pick
Okay, we have two
if
more
you had
questions,
to pick one household cleaning item
Ooh.
that is your preference,
Ooh.
what would you pick? What would you pick?
Can I go with the Squiffer Wet Jet?
Okay.
That's a
all right,
banner.
and-
That's a
but-
banner.
But why though? What
Why?
do you do with it? What do you do with it?
I clean my fucking floors. What else
Okay,
is there to
okay.
do?
He
Yeah.
mops it up.
Do you perhaps do any sweeping motions by any chance?
I don't know what the bid is. I don't know what the bid is, but yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I could sweep occasionally.
Let's go.
What are you
Actually-
talking about?
I'm a chronic sweeper. Actually, I am. I do my Swiffer Wet Jet. I sweep daily. I make sure to get everywhere. All
Nah,
of it.
you're
Alright,
cold.
alright.
You're cold. You're cold.
Alright,
You're cold.
that's
So
it.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
and my last question. I see the Espeon in
Oh hell
the
yeah.
profile picture. What's the favorite
Yeah.
Pokemon if it's not Espeon?
Oh, see, I keep changing it up, but right now y'all gonna call me weird, but I'm thinking Mandibuzz.
Mandibuzz? That's
Yeah, I know. I
that's
know.
a
I
crazy
know.
take, but like I think it's
That's a
cool.
crazy one.
It's cause I played competitively back in like Gen 6, Gen 7, and Minibuzz was one of my favorite mons to use in battle.
Alrighty.
That's
Well,
why.
I mean, that's your favorite Pokemon's your favorite Pokemon. That's it.
Yeah, true,
I'm a
true.
Turtwig's been my day one, bro.
I respect it. That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go celebrate with your team. We're gonna sign it off
Thank
from
you so
here
much.
after we pick MVPs and whatnot.
All right, I'm gonna head out. I'll see y'all.
All right.
See
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you
Bye
for coming.
bye. Thank you.
Great game.
So, as we were talking about, there's one MVP here.
Yeah.
For both teams, and I think let's talk about Bobcats again first a little bit.
Okay.
Honestly, it's a tight race for me. I think Kerber was doing a bang up job of like making sure they were staying in this game. Kerber coming out with a bunch of different EMP slots that made fights just a little bit winnable. Yeah, he had some mistakes here and there thrown out, but he's one of those bigger player people that was really helping him get it across the line sometimes.
I would kind of have to agree with you. I think Kerber would be my MVP on Bobcat eSports Ohio.
Burger.
I think Kerber would be my MVP. However, I'll have to make an argument for Frostbite.
Yeah,
okay, listen.
Hey,
The
it's
tank
okay.
play on the first two maps, it's a hard game. It's a hard team to play against. And to play tank in a high stress situation like that, it's difficult. And I think with what Frostbite had, they did what they could, and you could see it with the
Yeah.
plays that were made and the flexibility to swap from one role to another. It's almost unheard of. So I'll give it to Frostbite.
Yeah, you want to give it the Frostbite? Well, you're outvoted 2-1.
Well, whatever, bro.
We'll give it to Kerber.
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna give
All
it to
right.
Kerber, and I think there's no matter what. I think we're unanimous on who's rebranded, right?
I kind of have two
have
actually.
two?
Okay, everybody say one on three.
Say
Ready?
one, say
One, two, three.
Keeks.
PSI.
What?
Yeah,
the-
PSI.
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. Outvoted.
Dude,
Look
what?
at you.
No,
Outvoted.
no. I have two.
Keeks?
You
Was
can make
Keeks
a
the second? Was
That
Keeks
don't
the
count.
second though?
That don't count.
Keeks
okay,
is
what's the
second.
Keeks. Okay, but
Keeks is second.
Two-way
PSI
tie. Two-way
is
tie.
also
Okay,
one.
tie.
Like
Okay.
I got two. I got both of them. You can make
Two-way
a good
tie.
argument
okay,
for.
okay, hold on.
Wait,
30-second debate. Burger, you go first.
Go ahead. No, you go first. No. Go ahead.
No,
Go
you go
ahead.
first.
Go ahead.
You go first. You're wrong,
Alright.
so you go first.
Listen. PSI, right? Uncontested on the Freya, almost every map. The Freya, I swear that was me in that match, right? You saw the ult charge, you
Okay,
saw the
sure.
picks, you saw
Okay,
the
sure.
swagger of PSI, bro. It's a no-brainer, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, it's PSI.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. You talk about MVP. How about getting 2 clutch baby diva kills with no mech? I mean, like, come on, man. Like, get 2 diva kills with no mech? I mean, yeah, like, sure, one of them could be gold. Like, and that's just, like, not saying anything. But, like, bro, come on. He got 2! And then the eat on the grab on Sigma of all characters. Sigma's not the easiest
That
to
was
eat that.
cold. That was cold. That
And
was
then the
cold. That
bomb-
was cold.
And then he got boob kills on top of
That
that?
was cold. Too cold. Too
Come
cold.
on.
You're right. You put up a good argument, but I'll stand on mine. But either way.
And bro, it was. I'm sorry, bro. He was in the back lines uncontested all day.
Listen, maybe
It's
I'm
a-
just like maybe I'm a glazer, maybe I'm a noob, right? But as a fellow DPS player, game recognizes game, man.
I know, and
Right.
you know, I do see the argument for PSI. I swear to God, I do. But like, if there's a person that I would say was the person that was there, the one that deserves MVP, is gotta be Keegs, man.
Okay, so
All
let
right.
me speak here.
Oh,
Because I'm gonna
shit.
break the tie.
Make
Oh,
you
you-
neutral, man. Get out of here.
Nah,
No, I'm
God
gonna break the tie right now.
All right, go
So
ahead.
going
go
into
ahead,
this
go ahead.
conversation, I was with you, Burger, on the PSI, but Muffin has explained it and kind of put up better points,
Oh,
and I think I have to go with Keegs now.
I was about to
That's
say,
fair.
like, bro,
That's fair.
any
Keegs is a baller.
like any DPS can have.
They're
good
both
position.
really good, and if we could have two, we'd have both of them. But
Exactly.
I think Keegs. I think the Keegs with the flexibility on all the tanks. I think Keegs, like you said, their tank Frostbite was flexible and trying to handle the whole team there. Did you see Keegs on Diva on Saravasa rush at the whole team, including the Doom, and get picks with that push? That was incredible.
Yeah.
I
And-
All right.
I think Keegs giving more PSI the space to work is also making PSI shine as well. So I think I gotta give it to Keegs.
That's fair. I think Keegs is a charming young lad as well. Very nice
gonna
talker.
use
So that's
Gold's-
all right with me.
I'm just gonna
That's
use
all right
gold
with me.
space to put the rebranded wins 3-0 thing instead of burgers. It's not like we're using gold space anyway.
That's all right.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
that's
All right.
cinema.
I think we got
Oh,
our
let's sign
MVPs
off.
here.
Let's sign off.
All
Let's
right.
all get our sign off. Get our sign offs.
Alrighty. Well, hope you guys have had an amazing night with us in the Thunderdome that is LFGS. I've been Muffin Man, joined by. Which one of
Thank
you
you,
is
man.
going first?
Oh,
Which one?
and Burger, the All Star.
And we also want to say thank you to Mighty for letting us.
For letting us.
Letting us cast laggy ass. Yes, letting us cast. I
this
appreciate
wonderful
it.
event. Letting us cast this
Beautiful.
wonderful event. We hope to do it again next week, maybe for you. Maybe if we get good reviews on Yelp, please upvote us on Reddit. And maybe next time, maybe just maybe we'll hear gold.
And also hit the follow button.
Oh yeah, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe. You know, you got a Prime sub? Give it to LFGS.
Drop the prime.
Yeah.
You know, we might get a little bit of the cut too. So just give us a couple subs.
Yeah,
you know what
give
I
us a
mean?
little bit
Just
of sub.
drop a couple subs.
just
Mighty
come-
might shoot us a couple dollars. You
Yeah,
know what I
no,
mean?
no. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. That's cool with me.
And
That's
maybe,
cool with me, man.
and maybe, just maybe, we might get that all-important caster role.
Ooh. Ooh, hold on. A caster roll for me?
Okay.
And for you? And for Mega? Nah.
Not gold though. Not gold though. All
Gold
right.
is like the technician.
Yeah, he's just there to make sure we're not saying anything politically incorrect.
Exactly.
Well, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Appreciate being here.
Thank you all.
And we've been the best. I'm just kidding. We'll see you next week.